Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Thursday, August the 13th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is the link for the free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. The room is open Mondays to Fridays between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I share my screen and I'm live on the mic. In the email you're getting, you will see a promo code for 15% off either the first month only or the entire year of a Trade Idea subscription. Well, not a lot of activity for me today, though I have to. Let's take a look at the SPY. This is mind-boggling. Let's take a look at the SPY on probably even, well, a monthly chart is going to show it. Come on. So we're almost all the way back. So there's where it all started. That was the SPY's all-time high. Then the pandemic hit. They're all the way down to almost 218, 219, and we're almost right back up. Amazing, It's still lagging the Qs. The techs have been just on fire, of course. You look at the Qs. That's what happened, right there, of course, right there, that's when it happened. And it looks like the SPY, exactly like the SPY, except look at the rally the Qs have had. The techs have just gone crazy since the pandemic, with everybody, a lot of the technology, stay-at-home technology. So anyway, the SPY is almost right back. It just lagged the Qs. Remember, the Qs would have been up here, or the SPY would have been up here if it had mirrored the Qs. Anyway, I want to show you one. I was toying with this yesterday, and I want to show you on the 15-minute time frame. Now, I did actually have a short of fossil, okay, and I'm going to show you why I took the short of fossil. And I made a little bit, and unfortunately, I got a little bit sidetracked because it sort of jumped around a little bit. I took this trade, I believe it was at 547, and I got out at 541, okay? And then it popped up, and I said, okay, I want to reshort it if it gets back up here. So why would I even be thinking of that? Well, if you're in the room yesterday or you saw the video that I did, I've been looking at shorting stocks that are very close to the 200-day moving average. So you look at, you talk about close. There's a 200-day moving average. That is that green line right there. Look what fossil did. It basically hit right into it, and it dropped. And so there were a couple of shorts that I did yesterday that were exactly like that. So, the power of this 200-day moving average is incredible. Now, I'm not saying every single stock is going to be like this when it confronts the 200-day, but more often than not, though, this is the kind of thing that happens, and it may take a couple of times to get through it. You never get through it. I don't know what fossil is going to do down the road, but just a really, really good short. On the second time, a little bit choppy. I think it looked better on the fives for some reason. Yeah, it was a better. See, look at it on the 5-minute chart. On that second short for me, it would have been, from 548 almost straight down to 513. And that's a tremendous percentage move. You might say, well, it's only, 30 cents, but that's a big, big, big percentage move. So, and that was early on. The only other trade I really took, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I got lucky on one in the pre-market, FAT. They announced some kind of what did they announce? An acquisition. And so when I got up, this is the pre-market right there. That's the tan area. This is the pre-market. Excuse me. So when I got up, it already had made the big pop, and it dropped. Came back down there. It got up to 10, and then it dropped. And I said, you know what? If it gets back up to 10 again, I think a lot of people will probably, for whatever reason, just hop on it. And that's what I did. I literally took this trade right around 10:07. I sold some just before the whole number in case it didn't get through at 1088. It kept moving higher and higher at 1203, and then as it came down, I sold at 1153 out of the trade. And then it's just been choppy. Now it's giving it up. Now the star of the day, of course, is this one. This is sort of like today's IGC. Again, this is, when you look at it, we saw this in the pre-market, and their announcement was that they were going to be merging with a company called Brookline. It's a private company, forming a new company with a new symbol, which will be trading in New York. I don't think there was a firm date set, but we saw this one pre-market, and then it's just drifted all the way down. Think nothing of it. Think, well, okay, that's got to be it. It's got to be over. I mean, a life of its own. Why? 2.2 million shares in the float. Very, very low float. Again, if you're not familiar with the concept of the float is the number of shares available for trading. It's the supply of stock, and a very low float, and a press release, or for whatever reason, trader enthusiasm, they want to pile into this stock. This is what can cause moves like this. I mean, this stock is up 274%. It's up $5 from yesterday. Just take a look at it on the daily chart. I mean, it's crazy. There's where it closed yesterday. They make the announcement, and with this merger, and there it goes. Look at the volume. I mean, it's just extraordinary. This is like the IGC from yesterday, which is, there was, that volume is 333 million shares. Now it has finally pulled back, though it looked like it, it actually got up to $4. I mean, it's pulling back now a lot. But, so today's IGC is definitely the NTN. And where it'll go tomorrow, who knows? I mean, it's just extraordinary, some of these moves, and on tremendous volume. These are very, very liquid situations. So it's not like you can get trapped and not be able to sell or get out. So anyway, that's it. I mean, it was really, I should show some of my ones from my watch list. Moderately good, my watch list today. Let's take a look at on the 15-minute chart. And we can check to see, okay, so there's the JMIA. There was the alert at 9:45. The price was 14.01. So it got up to 15, so that's pretty good. This one might have a chance. It's chopping. See, the problem when I say moderately good, there was a lot of chop in the stocks I was following today. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Look, nothing is going to keep going up. I don't have the candles don't have to be this wide constantly up, but just a bit of a rest, even a little pullback, that's fine. But when you start getting, you can get chopped out of positions very easily. SNCR, let's see what it's done. 430. See, that one's a little bit better, though. Had this continued, it only got up to 445 from 430. So I wouldn't call that a big winner. This one actually, before it pulled back, there was the alert at 916, little pullback, and then a bit of a move up to 959. So not bad. And this is the one. This is the one that I actually got into. I'm going to show you why I took this trade, because of the daily. And, not fabulous. I got into the trade right here at 29.34, I think. And I sold basically out in this area. It wasn't all at this area. It's a little bit up here, a little bit down here. So sort of an average of 29.58. Nothing fantastic. It's starting to pull back. But why I took the trade in the first place is look at the daily chart. So, it's an awful, awful looking daily chart when you look back. But all I saw was this drop here. This is this is probably Friday. So that would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is Thursday's candle. And this is all I really saw. I saw, well, okay, it has a chance to maybe fill in a lot of this gap, this void. Before that, this is just a horrible, horrible looking daily chart. I mean, you want to run from a chart that looks like this. You have these topping tails and bottoming tails, but one day up, one day down, one day up, one day down. Just really, really, really an awful looking daily chart. But today, it looked like it was going to be a second day continuation to try to fill in this. Again, remember, I'm not swinging this. I'm just looking as a intraday trade. So that's why I ended up taking that trade. So let me just close this chart down, put my watch list away. And if you want to follow my watch list from the toolbar, just click on New, Channel Bar, and my watch list, Barry's watch list, okay? And remember, everything in the channel, in the channel, everything in a channel is a layout. So make sure you save your layout to the cloud first. Do not load something from the any one of these channels until you save your layout to the cloud, because you can only have one layout loaded at a time. So your layout will be replaced. Again, it's okay as long as you've saved it before. You don't want to, spend a lot of time creating a layout and then forget, and then you don't save it, and then you load one of these and your layout's gone. All right, bring that over there and bring back the capture program. So if you have any questions for me, you can use this email address, and I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. I hope to see you then. Bye-bye.